Okay. Are we the first Monday of the year? Well, so far it's been a shitty one. But whatever. I woke up about 5:45, didn't sleep, not much anyway. Went and stood in the cold with Zoe. Because first day back, whatever. So did that. Then came home, waited a little bit. 9 o'clock, I started calling around to some places for Al-Anon. So, but yeah, we'll discuss that off here. But there is a shift, a big shift that energetically is being shifted. Not entirely sure why that's coming into play yet, because we haven't hit Mercury retrograde. We are retrograding in other planets, but not in Mercury. I believe we just came out of Mercury. So I'll have to check into that. I don't know. No, I didn't. And I really don't see how that good. Great. So Geminis like to spam. All right. So we're going to get right into this. Oh, cool. Thanks. Thanks for sharing the joke. Hi, how are you? All right, so this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any strong placement in your birth chart for the sign of Gemini. Cross-watchers are welcome. If you are interested in a Gemini, please try not to force situations or messages to fit. If it does not resonate, that is okay. Check your other placements and other readings on this channel. Energies can be interchangeable, meaning vice versa. So I could be describing something that is more something that is connected to you and not necessarily you. Clearly, the thing says Gemini. So if you're a Virgo and you came into a Gemini reading, then the fault's on yours. Anyways, get them out of here. Energies can be interchangeable, meaning vice versa. So use your discretion to put it where it belongs in your specific situation and or connection. Okay. So with all that being said, we'll get right into this. And we are going to see what has happened in your recent past, your current, and in your near future. For Gemini. 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 All right, Gemini, here we go. Jesus Christ. Overall energy for the reading is the Hangman. So there's been a pause put here. Okay, first and foremost. For whatever reason, whether you paused a situation, a career, an aspect, a thought process, whatever it is that you had going on, you put a pause on. The Chariot, the Queen of Swords. So there was manifesting here, manifesting with determination, but I don't think you were necessarily keeping yourself in a very positive mindset about it. And you have the clarity here of what it is that you want, that you're trying to manifest. But it's almost like with in your current situation, you have the Page of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Fool. So you are observing, okay? And there is open communication here for something. We'll know more when we clarify. Your intuition is kicking in. It is telling you the things that you need to do, the paths that you need to go on, the people that you need to be dealing with, to help you get this fresh start. You want to bring the people with you that are there for you on this new journey with you, on this fresh start with you, because this Fool represents a new beginning here. But it also is showing me that you're going to maybe be a little reckless with some of the decisions that you are making here. In the near future, you have the Nine of Swords, the Hermit, and the Lovers. You're showing up in your own reading. So there's anxiety here. There is overthinking situations, fear. There's a level of not wanting to dig deep and see what it is that is really bothering you. Because the more you dig, the harder things get, because it's coming to the surface. So like I said at the beginning, there is a big shift energetically here. And there's going to be a lot of things that are going to need to be dealt with throughout the whole year of 2025. So it could be a repeating thing, a recurring thing that just keeps coming up and it hasn't been dealt with because you have not start that healing process. You're going to feel the relief of that anxiety going away. And then you have the Lovers coming in here. There is love for a situation or a connection here. Maybe this is more about loving yourself and really doing what needs to be done with that. I don't know if it's haunting you. I feel like there's things that you need to work out when it comes to love. I think you have a very unhealthy thought process on love. Just like probably 95% of people do. But there's a reason that it keeps showing up. Most definitely. You're going to need to move. I'd be busy. Okay. But again, the overall theme and energy of this reading is the Hangman. So there's that pause, that unwillingness to move forward and keep it kind of moving. It's easier to just pause it. Excuse me. All right. Clarify the Hangman in the overall energy, please. Move. Okay. Clarifying the Hangman is the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Swords again, and the Hierophant. So it's that cold detachment here. Whether there's been clarity that has been brought in and why you know that you've paused certain things in your life right now, you're doing it with detachment and coldness here. And it's like, you don't care. Boom. You don't care. You don't care. You don't care. But you're still willing and wanting to learn things here with Hierophant coming in. You want that understanding. You want that knowledge. You want that traditional aspect of whatever it is that you have going on here. This is a teachable time for you, Gemini. There's going to be lessons that are learned here. Even though the Hierophant speaks of higher commitment, whether it's higher commitment to self or higher commitment to a situation, there is definitely higher commitment here. But there's also that underlining of teaching and understanding here. All right, clarify the Magician in the recent past. Okay, so in the recent past, you were manifesting a connection, a partnership here. You were manifesting closing out cycles here. You were really manifesting things for self, for, you know, the Empress comes in here too, which is also a very solid energy of, I got this. Yes, I may want want a connection with somebody, and I want love, and I want all these things. But if I'm standing on my own, I'm good either way, kind of thing. But there is the definite want and need to manifest a connection here. Clarify the Chariot. Okay, so with the Chariot, you got the Five of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands. So wanting to start new, whether it's a new, that passion of a new creative outlet, whatever it is. But there's also that feeling of missed opportunities here and loss, right? And it's like you're not able to see the things clearly because with the High Priestess, there is still that veil. There are things that, are in the process of being revealed and unveiled. But again, depending on what you have going on and what you're willing to see and understand is what's going to be shown you. But that Five of Cups, that loss, that sadness that you're carrying with you in the recent past, and it's tied up to that Two of Cups, Whatever you were trying to manifest with somebody else fell through. But I think you knew it was going to. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Strength, the Two of Swords, and the Emperor. So in the recent past, there was a divine couple here. There was a situation that two people had come together in a very stable kind of way to want to try to build something. But again, like I said, something here came out wrong. And yes, there was passion here with that Ace of Swords. There was the want to, not swords, wands. There was that want, that desire to try to make this work. And it got to the point that, you know, a decision was made with that Two of Swords. Somebody who came into it being indecisive about the situation finally made a decision, knowing that this connection was going to be a good one, a solid one, and they chose different either way. Clarify the Page of Swords and the current. The Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. So yeah, so even though you're observing the situation for what it is, knowing what it kind of is that you want to do here, it's been hard. There is some struggle here. Again, the Four of Wands, there's that higher commitment. And now it is speaking of higher commitment to self, higher commitment to you, doing the things that you need to do and that you want to do. Because with these karmic lessons coming in and you learning from past mistakes here, you struggle with that aspect of it. All right, let's clarify the High Priestess and the current. You're not, even though she is coming up in the upright position, it's almost like you were unaware that you're supposed to be using it. You're supposed to use that. But there's that deep healing. The Star comes in here, okay? So there is that healing, that hope. You haven't lost hope yet. You're still wishing, you're still trying to pull things together here. Why is your energy so all over the place, Gemini? Because the Chariot comes up again with that determination to figure something out here. And the Five of Pentacles come up. So you're trying to find the determination to make things better for yourself here. This is all about the struggle, the financial woes that goes on here. So this is very specific for someone. So even though things have been really, really hard, you still have the determination to try to flip it. You're still trying to flip it. You're trying to flip it because with this new start that you have, that you're trying to have come in, it's like you're tying up loose ends here. This, even though the lovers show up in this reading, this is all focusing on you, the healing that you need to do, the things that you need to do for you. There is no other energy in this but yours. Like, yeah, the Emperor came up in the recent past, but the energy that comes in is that you're trying to work through it, whatever it is. Because there's a lot of pentacles out here and a lot of wands. So there is a lot of focusing on stability here, putting action and movement on doing certain things. Clarify the Fool, please. Yeah, so with this full energy here of doing for self, there is a wish fulfilled here. Things kind of, look, whatever you were manifesting in the recent past, even though it had to do with connections, there was other things that you were manifesting as well. And it has to do with your stability. And that comes back into fruition is in the form of a wish fulfilled here. But the Hangman comes up again. So there is another pause that you put on this taking risks, starting fresh, starting new. You manifested this new start, but now you're afraid to take the risk. And you're almost being silent about it. You feel some kind of way about this new start, but you're really not speaking on it. It's almost coming across as, I'm not going to let anybody interfere and muck up what I have going on. Because if I speak on it and then I put it out in the universe, then it has the ability to fuck it up. You're a chicken? Well, Brock. Clarify the Nine of Swords. What is this anxiety and fear in the near future? See, there is something that you are feeling. Your emotions are kind of all over the place, whether it's happiness, angry, sad, whatever it is, your feelings are all over the place. The Eight of Cups is coming in. So it's something is missing. Something is missing. And you're steadily trying to find what it is. And the more you're trying to find out what is missing in your life, the more anxiety it puts on you. So instead of just flowing with the energy that is there, it prevents you, and you start to overthink the situation, and it causes a lot of confusion that just doesn't need to be there. And what causes this confusion and what is missing for you is that soul connection, that Six of Cups, the past, something from the past that wasn't dealt with properly keeps resurfacing. And it's very bizarre because you get the Six of Cups, right, in the near future with the Lovers. You've been waiting for one specific connection to come back. That's why everything up to this point really just like it doesn't work. The reason it doesn't work is because there's that one person that touched your life in a certain way, and you knew in that moment that was your person. And you're waiting for it to come back. Clarify the Hermit in the near future, please. Okay. The King of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords again. So again, this going within yourself, this self-reflection has to do with your stability. And with that Nine of Pentacles going right on top of it, it is something that is deeply rooted within you. Financial struggles have been a big thing here with the Five of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. Like there is something that needs to give here. Clarify the Lovers in the near future, please. Okay, so whatever this connection is that you're trying to manifest, to bring back into fruition, or that is going to be coming back one way or the other, it's heavy. It's almost become a burden on your shoulders. It's become a burden on your shoulders, but you're trying to build a bridge to gap whatever is there with that Eight of Wands to this connection to love. Again, yes, okay, there is the Six of Cups that show up, but I am most certainly feeling that this is a love yourself kind of thing. Learning to fall in love with yourself, whatever the hardships have been, bridging that gap between you and yourself. But it's going to be a slow process to rebuild this connection with yourself, to really know who you are. It is this reading is so fucking bizarre. It's going to be a slow process, and there's going to be obstacles that you are going to have to clear out, heal up, and let go of. Release that shit. Let's see what the universe can finish this up as. You're holding on to something. You're holding on to that stability. You're holding on to what little of it you feel that you have. You are holding on to it. You are not letting it go. So the Four of Pentacles, Justice, and the Empress is showing herself again. So you aren't lacking. You are quite, it is more fair and balanced for you when you only have to deal with you, kind of thing. I see you taking action and movement on things, but there is nothing super clear about what it is that you're going for here. But I believe that the reason that the Lover's card keeps stalking you, if it's one that, I mean, we know it is, but it's because you've allowed things to get so heavy and detached with that, the Queen of Swords energy here. You let things get detached. So now emotionally, there is things missing. But at the end of the day, what's missing is you. You need to start showing up for you, kind of thing. Make sense? No, I wouldn't expect anything less from a Gemini. I don't really expect anything from anybody anymore, really. Okay, but is there a certain time where you could turn out to be your own worst enemy? All the time, that's right. So it's hard to sometimes weed out everything that you have going on. Especially, like I said, there wasn't really any energies that were spot on connected with you per se. It was more kind of focused on you. So if you, in the recent past, we're going to say not recent past, we're going to just go back to the past. If you had had a relationship that kind of fell through and then you were seeking something else, there wasn't you, there was such a big detachment that the fear of mistakes happening again the same way prevents you. Yeah. Self-love. Even she's a bitch. But even as a reader, that reading was very, what? Yeah. Past, present, future, not my favorite, but I think right now that's the safe bet. So next, when I shut this one off, we got Taurus, Sag, Cancer, Cap, Scorp, Libra. And then that finishes out a whole complete cycle that I've done on here. So personally, maybe doing some of them this way will get shit knocked out quicker. I've decided to scrap the rest of the 2025 forecast. I don't want to do them. I'm not drawn to doing them right now. And I got a little time left before my class starts. My classes will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It gave me the opportunity to do both at the same time. And I thought, no, I'm going to do one at a time because, and that's just how we're going to do that. Because my brain is fucking full right now. So I figure start with the one. It should only be about 2-3 week course, but we'll see. And then whenever my meetings come up for the other thing I was telling you about, I'll have to deal with that as well. Because even though in some people's eyes, those movements aren't good, it's been something I've been meaning to do for quite some time. And I feel good after the conversation that I had. So it'll be okay. With or without, I guess. All right. I'm going to shut this one down. Move on to Taurus. I got nothing.